going on, YouTube? In the truck, road trip in Kentucky, undisclosed location. Got my ride-alongs, Paul, Sleeping Beauty. Got a surprise. I want to check out something. I think it's going to be exactly what I've been looking for. So we'll keep you updated. But been up since 3:30ish. Two. Been up for a long time driving, so we didn't bring a trailer. What we're going to look at should make it back home, so keep it posted. All right, guys, so I'm not big on like doing YouTube videos when I'm looking at a car, but I'm in it and we're on our way back and I'll show it to you. But first off, pass a big boys in one of these and not stop. So here's the big reveal. 63 Ford Galaxie, 4-door. It's already lowered a little bit. 4-door, more door. Way back, we stopped and got lunch at Big Boys. Probably put, I don't know, 200 miles on this thing since I picked it up. Hadn't overheated once. Everything works. It's a really cool car. So you can tell it needs interior. Get it back to the house. I'll walk through all the things I plan to do to it, which is not a huge list. Got plenty of trucks to work on, but I needed a family cruiser, so I wanted to pick this up. Awesome, been cruising 70, 75 miles an hour. No overheating, no issues. Good cozy ride. Does have bias plies on it. Those have to go. It's been a fun ride. Looking forward to getting back to the house and showing you guys some of the details, some of the things that just really kind of stood out about the car to me. Catch you soon. Okay, so it's a really pretty day today. You know, for December, I think it's like 62, sunny. A lot of lawnmowers and leaf blowers and stuff going on in the neighborhood, so I brought the Galaxie down to a church parking lot. I want to get a walk around, and we just washed it, which I'll put that time lapse in too, because Frank got a bath, first time since Bowling Green, and we drove through a lot of rain. So I'll put that in, but wanted to introduce the car to the channel and walk around some of the plans with it and what we hope to do. So picked the car up in Jonesville, Kentucky. Best I can tell, it was ordered and picked up in Louisville, Kentucky from a dealership, and the original owner's manual and paperwork is in the glove box. But she's a beaut. I mean, just a land yacht. This thing's 18 foot long. You park it next to my 4-door 2011 F-150 and they're the same in length. It's just the right colors, champagne, Wimbledon white. It's got the right look, as you can see. I just love the car. Been looking for one of these for a couple of years. Get that sky back there. Killer shot. All right, so let's check it out. I got the car from a guy who, by the way, one of my favorite things about these, there's just no school like the old school. I heard that forever. Had friends, their dads were hot rodders. My dad always had some really old cool stuff, and you always heard that no school like the old school. You start getting into them and you totally understand, because it's just classic. Under the hood, still got the 352 in it, and it appears that someone has pulled, the guy bought it from said he did nothing to it. He bought it and drove it, and that's it. So I think the guy he got it from put some headers on it, but pulled the motor, re-gasketed it, painted it up. It does have an Edelbrock intake on it and a 4-barrel. I honestly have done nothing. I mean, it's running super rich, so I need to work on that some. But really solid, really clean car up front. Across the board, it's really solid. Runs good. I believe it's got a Cruise-O-Matic in it. That's what's supposed to be in it. There's a receipt for a rebuild in the glove box. But this is the 63 4-door Galaxie 500. God, just look at that trunk. You could build a 2-bedroom flat in that trunk space. So one of the reasons I wanted a 63. Wanted 63 because 62, the taillights are lower, the shape of the car kind of angles down. 64, this is all kind of, the trunk, the top of the trunk is flat. So similar to this, these truly have this kind of rocket booster look, which you can see right over the, yeah, I love them. Big old beautiful car. So check out the inside. Like I mentioned on the way back a few weeks ago in this thing, it needs interior. I've gone ahead and addressed the carpet. Went ahead and put some new carpet in it from Stock Interiors. This is ACC carpet, same thing we've been putting in trucks. I'm gonna cut this fabric off because the stock seat cover's under there. And best I can tell, it's in better shape than the front one, which I already took the blanket off the front seat. But it's there. I've got a couple of leads on local upholstery shops that potentially could save the vinyl and just replace what's bad. We'll see. I don't know. I'm not an upholstery guy, but I know that I want the stock upholstery in it, and they don't make repops. You've got to get them made. You can get the materials. But the car is just, I just love it. It's a time capsule. Anytime I bring home something new, I'll get asked what's the plan for it. This one, honestly, it's low. It rides good. It needs air conditioning because for those of you that have met me at shows, whether it be Ford Fest or any of the F100 shows, you know I'm a family man. They go with me everywhere. Everything we do together. They're little, trying to enjoy that while we can. And this big old girl can fit 3 in the back. So the previous owner went ahead and put seat belts in it for his 3 kids. And I can attest 2 car seats and a booster will fit back here. I just love the fact that, hey, listen, you know what? Let's just light up a Marlboro 100 and go for a drive. But it's all there. Everything's here. Best I can tell, it's not missing any trim. And like I said, it's got all the paperwork. When I say all the paperwork, it has the original owner's manual and all that stuff. So like I said, still got the owner's manual, which has got the individual's name who bought it in Louisville. Got it from Burns Ford in Louisville, Kentucky. She lived in Louisville. Mission and door key number. Just cool. I just love this old stuff. It's got the new car warranty service acknowledgement coupons in it. Hadn't been used, and all the information on the roof rack option. Luggage rack. Yeah. So, obviously I don't have an all-inclusive report on the history of the car, but from what I can tell, it doesn't have a lot of miles on it. It looks like, and I'll show you what I'm talking about, it looks like the car sat for a while. All this back here looks legitimate. What I mean by that is I don't see sanding marks. I see natural paint fade and oxidation that allows it to start to pull off. And then as you get up front, that all goes consistently until you get into the front. So I don't know if it was parked under a carport. You start to see these DA sander swirls. I don't know. I don't think the car's been wrecked. Everything's super straight. And you can see little places where some body work was done and touched up, but the floors are solid. The trunk needs some work. But overall, she's a really, really comfortable cruiser. And yeah, so I was getting at the reason. I love this sound. The reason we got it was my wife can drive this. It's an automatic. We can put AC in it. Put the 3 kids in the back. Probably put coilovers and upgrade brakes. And we got ourselves a show cruiser for the family. We've taken it out already a couple times. Whole crew in it. We just love it. And this is going to be a time capsule. That was kind of the original thought with Frank, was to pick something old up, because I was getting into the going fast stuff. See if try this again. This car dropped out. Yeah, so this car is going to be a time capsule. About Frank, I kind of hoped that it would be that for me, but ultimately, project snowball. we're to the point where I was really happy with Frank. AC, power everything truck, Crown Big Swap, coilovers, rides great, drives great, super reliable. Gets hanging out with guys like CJ Leonard and Ivan Corda. And at some point, Frank's probably going to be an all-out race truck. He's probably going to have a full-blown built chassis and a lot of stiffening, and be built to kind of autocross. Got a new motor, getting ready to go in that. But this car can be the time capsule. Still got the analog clock, the AM/FM radio. Throw in some AC, ride tech coilovers. I'm gonna stick with Steely's. Probably put some 15x7 wheels on it, or 16x7, something like the tires, short tires, pretty deep for it. Just make it reliable, and at some point explore. If you want to keep the FE, because there's not a lot of options for transmissions. The FE, we like to have overdrive for long hauls, like Bowling Green, for instance. So that's kind of the plan. Keep it as a time capsule. Appreciate what it is. So I want the interior to go back to stock. I want the interior to be perfect. I want the underneath to be perfect. I want the outside to really continue kind of the same thing as everything that comes out of my shop. So that's the goal for it. Catch some slow-mo ride-around videos, maybe a ride-out video. And appreciate you guys tagging along. I know it's been a while since we dropped the video. I got like 3 videos worth of content, just keep editing them. And appreciate you guys. So if you like what you're seeing, hit that like button, subscribe. Catch you in the next one.